Hi everybody, it's Debbie Pebble. We're back. We're a new season in. Goodbye, Might and Mastery. It is delightful days into the next 3 months, so it's going to be cool. I am actually really looking forward to it. I had a quick read of the update already, so we'll dive in. But if you are new to the channel, please drop a like or subscribe, or both. A comment would be muchly appreciated. If you're wondering what I'm wearing today, it's actually a Ditto jumper. It's a giant Ditto. Thanks Black Milk. Not sponsored, but you know, if they ever want to, please give me a call. All right, let's dive into it. All right, into the schedule. Now, there's a few very familiar cups throughout the Go Battle League season of Delightful Days. We have Great League, Sunshine Cup, Ultra League, Fossil Cup, Master League, Summer Cup. Then into, you know, the all three leagues. We've got Element Cup, Little Edition is back. Hisui Cup, Great League Edition, Master League, Sunshine Cup, again, all three leagues, Fossil Cup, Summer Cup, and finishing nearly at the end of the week, Catch Cup, and then all three cups again at the end. So very similar to this season that have just finished, having Catch Cup the week before it. But I am liking that there is 4 times dust from win rewards in these last 3 weeks of the season, so that's pretty cool. Go Battle weekend will be on Friday, August 15th till Sunday, August 17th, so 3 weeks before the season ends. Again, massive Stardust rewards, and you can play up to 100 battles a day. There's also research. You'll get shoes from the new avatar that they're doing for this season, which is from the Battle Tower Battler, and the variances in your IVs will be lower. So hopefully you'll encounter something with PvP IVs. All right, these are the rank up encounters. We'll just go through them briefly because I don't think that they're particularly interesting, but they might be interesting to someone. So we've got Mienfoo in rank 1, Vullaby in rank 6, Morpeko at 2000 in Ace, Frigibax at Veteran, Droopy at Expert, and as usual, Pikachu Libre for Legend. Standard encounters that you might see. Paldean, Wooper, Spoink, Sphere, Mienfoo, Bunnelby in rank 1, Skorupi at rank 6, as well as Vullaby. From rank 11 onwards, we have Barboach, Feebas, Inkay, and Citadel. And rank 16 onwards, we have Alolan Raichu, Alolan Marowak, Pancham, and 20 plus is active raid boss in 5-star raids. The free time research will still be available, so if you complete all the pages, you do get items such as Rare Candy XL, Elite Fast TMs, Elite Charge TMs. They're pretty good items to have. You will require to win 100 times per page, so it's pretty good to even get through it. The avatar items you'll find for this particular season is the boots in Ace, which is the Battle Tower Leon style boots. Veteran will get you the Battle Tower Leon style pants. The Expert rank will get you Battle Tower Leon style top. And lastly, you will get the pose at Legend. Hopefully at this point I have an image of what that looks like somewhere here-ish. Okie dokie, let's get into the cups. So Sunshine Cup, Great League Edition. We have normal, fire, grass, ground type Pokemon are eligible. Charizard is not allowed. Fossil Cup, we have Pokemon water, rock, steel type Pokemon are only eligible. Summer Cup Ultra League, where we have normal, fire, water, grass, electric, and bug type Pokemon. Element Cup, where we have fire, water, grass. These are particular Pokemon that are able to evolve but have not evolved. Hisui Cup, this is all particular Pokemon from firstly discovered in the Hisui region. And then finally Catch Cup, where it's just particular Pokemon that you've caught during the Delightful Days season. All right, let's get into the meaty portion where we have the attack changes for this season. So the first one, we can see that the Ember, that energy generation is increased. So Ember, I think is most commonly used in previous, like in Ninetales. Other Pokemon that use Ember or could potentially use Ember would be like Armarouge, Macargo, Shadow Typhlosion, Magma. I'm really unsure where this one will quite land, but it does give it a better option out there for the fire types. After that, we have Bug Bite. Bug Bite has gone from 3 to 4 power, so it's going to be a little bit more hard hitting. So it's a great news for the bug types that are out there. You know, you probably might be looking at your fortresses, your charger bugs. If you're really keen, like Lavani, Low Kicks, Araquanid, Venomoth. Who knows if these ones will come back into the fold, but it is interesting to see a bit of a bug boost. Next up is Fury Cutter, as mentioned about the bug. Fast attacks here, it has gone from 2 to 3 power, again hitting a little bit harder than usual. So again, I'm not sure where this will land just yet with these certain bug types. I can think of like Glisopod, Gliscor, Gligar, Samurott might be a choice. So yeah, we'll see where Fury Cutter lands here. Next up we have Acid. Now Acid has an energy generation increase. Obviously with these information, we don't know what the actual number is. However, like Pokemon that use Acid would be like, you think Clodsire, your Quagsires, your Credillies, Swallots, a fair few of the poison types. And actually, as we get along and further into this blog update, you'll probably notice a bit of a trend when it comes to anti-fairy, possibly anti-Tinkerton kind of updates. All right, and now we can see what I meant by the Tinkerton or anti-Tinkerton updates here. We've got like a lot of steel type changes. So Bullet Punch has gone from 6 to 8 power, which, you know, particular Pokemon that use it, you could look at certain fighters. So like Pangoro, Machamp, Hariyama, Lucario, those type of Pokemon. Sizor was definitely a spicy pick back in the grassroot era. And next on the list is Metal Sound, which is not a particular fast move that I have seen in the PvP scene, unless you kind of have to. Other fast attacks have always been chosen over this particular one. And it's an interesting one. It has gone from 3 to 5 power, and you know, there's particular Pokemon like Bronzong. You've got the Magnezone, Magneton, Trash Wormadam that might be useful for. Again, I'm not too sure where this one lands. Next up is Double Iron Bash, which is I'm actually really excited for. There's only one particular Pokemon that uses Double Iron Bash, and that is Melmetal. Now, we've seen some trainers in the Play Pokemon circuit have been really successful with Melmetal, and I just can't imagine how much more powerful that's going to be now to have Double Iron Bash. Now, Double Iron Bash is a legacy move, so you will need an Elite TM, unless there's a certain window possibly in the future that we can evolve to get Melmetal to have Iron Bash. But in this particular case, we don't know that as of yet. So make sure you do have a charge Elite TM ready to go if you are making a Melmetal or trying it out with Double Iron Bash. Talking about moves that are for a particular Pokemon, we have here Doom Desire. Doom Desire, I believe only Jirachi knows in Pokemon GO at this stage, and that has been increased as well from 75 to 80 power. So Jirachi is one of those, like, once it like gets momentum going, it's super powerful. So I wonder if there's going to be more of Jirachi in the near future. Now, this is one that's probably going to affect everyone, which is what's going on with Crunch. Now, this debuff will be really interesting, especially in the current circuit from the Might and Mastery season going into Delightful Days, because Crunch is being debuffed here. The chance of lowering the opposing Pokemon's defense is decreased. So currently Crunch is at 30%. We don't know what that is going to be reduced down to, but if you've seen anything from the Might and Mastery or even in the previous seasons with the 30% Crunch debuff, it is pretty impactful and can change games pretty quick. So we'll see what this drops down to. So we talked about Drapion because it uses Crunch quite a bit. However, there's some other Pokemon that may use that particular variant. So we've got Feraligatr, Steelixes. You could even think about Guzzlord. So, but I feel like the most times people don't use Crunch or choose Crunch in their moveset. So it really, I think this is only really going to affect Drapion at this stage. However, we'll see how it all pans out. It's a meta shift. Now, this is a really interesting one here, Wrap. Wrap is a normal type move that honestly I have never used, or I've accidentally used with like a Arbok or something like that. That just randomly has come out during a auto rec tournament. But they have buffed Wrap by giving it a guaranteed chance to decrease the opposing Pokemon's defense, which is kind of crazy. And finally, we've got Parabolic Charge. Energy cost decrease, so it's going to be easier to get to, and there is a guaranteed chance to increase the user's defense. So it's going to get easier to get to, and it's going to bulk up even more. There are 3 particular Pokemon that come to mind with Parabolic Charge. One is Dedenne, second is Bellibolt, and third is Helioisk. Helioisk. You let me know. On to the second part of this meaty section. We've got attack availability updates. We have Goldengo. Goldengo will be able to learn the Charge Attack Power Gem in the Delightful Days season. So that will be really interesting for particularly Master League players. Lunala will also learn the Fast Attack Shadow Claw, mainly in the Master League players. I think this is going to maybe change it up for them, or maybe not. You let me know. I don't do Master League. I can't justify whaling. Next on the list is Skeledirge. Skeledirge will learn the Fast Attack Hex, so another fast attack to choose from instead of possibly using Incinerate. Next on the list after that, I'm really interested in is Beedrill. Beedrill will learn the fast attack Poison Sting. Poison Sting, as we know, even from like Clodsire, that it generates energy pretty quickly, and Beedrill is one of those Pokemon that I think could change the meta. Beedrill previously in the past was actually quite a good grassroots Pokemon. It has a lot of coverage and a lot of range, and I think it has some really good charge attack options. So I wonder if this one will actually be brought back into the meta. Next up, we have our poison friends. We've got Arbok will learn Fast Attack Poison Sting. Nidoqueen will also learn Poison Sting. Nidoking will also learn Poison Sting. Tentacruel will learn Poison Sting. Toxicroak will learn Poison Sting. And Scolipede will also learn Poison Sting. So a good array of poison types are getting Poison Sting. Again, we'll be able to generate a lot more energy a lot quicker. We know from the past things like Toxicroak, Tentacruel, Nidoqueen were really popular. So I'm wondering if this just gives them that extra boost to come back into the meta. And then after, we have Pikachu's evolutions of Raichu's. Raichu will learn Surf, and Alolan Raichu will learn Surf. I'm really surprised that Alolan Raichu already doesn't have Surf, but in this case, it now will be available for Alolan Raichu and Raichu to learn Surf. Not to be left out, but Celio will also be able to learn Surf. Now, again, Celio was a very popular Pokemon. I'm going to say like grassroots level. It is pretty tanky. You do need to invest in a lot of resources to get it to just under 1500. Again, I haven't seen it being used in a very long time. Is Surf going to be the particular charge attack that brings it back in? I don't know. You let me know. Next up, we've got the steel types and the steel type changes. So obviously we've had that extra buff to Metal Sound, and all these particular Pokemon can now learn Metal Sound. So we've got Galarian Meowth, we've got Aron, Lairon, and Aggron. Then we've got Delmise will also learn Metal Sound. Berserker can learn Metal Sound. I wonder if this is a time. I wonder if Berserker now has this new fast attack change, whether it will be brought into the fold and into the meta, or maybe perhaps just a little bit on the fringe. Then we have Varoom and Revaroom that will also learn Metal Sound. This one's going to be a particularly hard one to get because you do need to hatch them from the 12-kilometer eggs from rockets. So I don't know how accessible that particular Pokemon will be, but if you have one and you try it out during this particular season, let me know. Let me know how good it is. Pawmi, we've just had a community day, so most of you should have Pawmis, Pawmos, possibly even Pawmot ready to go, but it's able to now learn the fast attack Thundershock. I'm unsure whether this will be actually used in Go Battle League, but now we'll see. I'm still unsure whether having fast attack Thundershock and then community day move Brick Break, is that going to be a particular Pokemon that is going to be viable during the new season? I'm not sure yet. We'll see how it goes. So Lickitung's the interesting one here, because Lickitung was previously a Pokemon that everyone had. Everyone built a Lickitung because you do require some XLs to make one, and it was prominently used. Unfortunately, Body Slam did get nerfed at some point in the previous season, so it means that it kind of fell out of the fold. However, now having Wrap is also it hasn't increased its damage, but it is more powerful than Body Slam, and having the 100% debuff on the opponent's defense. It's pretty crazy. Lickitung might be coming back, guys. I didn't think I would ever say that. Other Pokemon that are able to learn a rap include Milotic and Delmise. And next we have the Galarian birds, and they will be able to learn fly. Galarian Articuno, Galarian Zapdos, Galarian Moltres. Also, you know, the parent of the lot, Lugia, will also be able to learn fly. And to finish it off, we have the last change of the Fury Cutters being added to Matang, Metagross, and Kleavor. So let me know your thoughts on the updates for delightful days for Go Battle League PvP in general. As I said earlier, I feel like this is a very anti-Tinkerton kind of update. They've definitely boosted a lot of the steel types. We've noticed a lot of steel types having been used in the Play Pokemon circuit in the last 3 months. So I feel like the buff or the little bit of extra oomph for them is here for this particular season. Poison types also have a bit of a buff here, so really bringing those, like probably scaring off a little bit of those fairy types. I think it's really cool to see that they're watching, they're listening, that they're paying attention to what's going on and what particular Pokemon people are bringing. And it's kind of cool to see that some of these Pokemon we've seen previously in previous seasons, previous years perhaps, now being a bit buffed. So I would love to see something like Nidoqueen. I'd love to see Beedrill being added back in. Lickitung, perhaps. I don't know, like they've given like a couple of moves to Delmise, which is a really interesting one. Also only available during that period of time during raids. So it's another thing to try and access as well. I'm hoping that there's a chance perhaps in this particular season that will come back. So people get a chance to encounter one. Same with Varoom. Will they be more in the 12-kilometer eggs? I'm not too sure. We'll see as the season progresses, but I'm really excited for the update. I think this is going to change the meta quite a bit, and we won't see it, in my opinion, we won't see it initially, but I think as the season progresses on, we'll see a lot of flips and a lot of changes as it sifts through in the next 3 months. But let me know your thoughts down below in the comments. And again, if you are new, please drop a like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Take care.